So what got you into Airbnb? Do you think it's a good place for somebody to start in real estate? And then also, I think it's crazy that you timed the market so well. 2016 to get into Gatlinburg in Florida. I mean, that's like you couldn't make that up. So is that something you recognized and saw, or was that more just like, you knew you wanted to get into it, you bought those deals, and then you found out after the fact, or is that something you knew?
Yeah, well, good question. I got into Airbnb because I just have a heart for hospitality, and I think it's a really cool place that you can be crazy creative in.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And so I got it in the Smokies, and it's not something that I had the foresight in, but I mean, and I was kind of a novice investor at the time. I was a novice investor at the time, especially in the short-term rental market, but I was looking at it, and there were, if I were to pay cash for these homes, there was like a 20% cash, like a 20% net income. Like if I paid $1 million, this house was going to make $200,000 at the time. And so 2016, I don't know if you remember or not, but there was a big fire in the Smokies, and it wiped out like a ton of the inventory. And so if you were to be an investor in anywhere but where the area that got wiped out by the fire, that means you probably got around the same amount of demand with way less inventory. Now, 2020 happened up there, and construction just went through the roof. Like I was limping along around not really limping along. It was going well. 16, 17, 18. I was like, oh, it's getting incrementally better. The rental numbers are getting better. We're upgrading these houses so they don't look like they were built in the 30s and have bears and fox all over the cushions. And so we thought we were ahead of the game. We're like, oh, we're a little ahead of the design game. And then a friend of mine built like this super modern house with a golf simulator in it and indoor pool and indoor theater. And at the time, we were both thinking to ourselves, wow, we're really testing the market here. Like Gatlinburg has never experienced this type of rental. And for a 6-bedroom, he did over $300,000 like his first year. And so we're like, okay, there's a market here.
Yeah.
And so we kind of jumped all into these modern houses and started building modern houses with new looks and new furnishings. That kind of caught on, and now there are a ton of them.
Yeah.
And the demand has actually kind of switched a little bit back to like more traditional.
Yeah.
Because, if you have what we hit on was like there were very few of a specific type of house, and there was a demand for it, but because there were so few, we were being filled up. Once that inventory grew, to give you an idea, the same amount of cabins have been built up there from 21 to 25 that had been built from 30 to 21.
Wow.
Holy cow.
From 1930 to 2021, had the same inventory from 2021 to 2025. So I thought it would happen. I thought the cap rates would go low. I thought it would happen like over a 5 to 7 year period, but it happened in like a year or two. It happened really fast. And so we actually sold a decent amount on owner finance deals, because at the time, you guys may have heard of Pace Morby, but he was out pumping this subject too. So we sold some of our deals on sub-2 loans, and it's worked out pretty good, honestly.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's so many influencer type people I follow. Like you probably heard of like Rob Babasolo.
Mm-hmm.
Like I started following him a while back, and he was heavy into Gatlinburg. And then there's a guy I think he has stuff in Gatlinburg and like Western North Carolina. Nick Melifante, I think is his name.
Mike Elefante.
Mike.
He's actually in my mastermind.
Yeah, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember his
name. He actually used to work for our IT company when he was in sales a long time ago.
Wow.
He was
awesome.
in inside sales.
He does a lot of, like, he's all in short-term rentals, right?
Yeah.
Like he's all into it. Yeah, and he's big on social media, too. That's cool.
Yeah. He played baseball at Elon.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Small world.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a lot of management stuff, too.
Yeah, he's got a management company.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But, yeah, you see I saw all those people talking about it. I'm like, it seems like maybe it's not getting oversaturated, but, the competition is crazy now, it seems like.
It's crazy. And so the bar, because the competition is so high and there's so much more inventory, and the demand is actually drawn back a little bit from the peak in 23. So you've got to stand out that much more. So talk about passive income. Airbnb is anything but passive. Yes. It is very, very active. In fact, the IRS looks at it as an active business with a side of real estate, kind of like a car wash or operating a jet. Like it's kind of the same thing. So you got to be really good on pricing. You got to be really good on photos. You got to be really good on SEO. You got to be really good in a lot of facets, just like every other business in the world. It's no, I'm going to get a 12-month lease. I'm going to put it on Craigslist, get a 12-month lease, and I don't have to worry about it. It's not like that at all. It's day to day.
Yeah. So given all that, do you think that is a good place to start, or do you think this boat's gone? It's sailed?
I wouldn't go into a city that you
There's a
feel
lot of
like
competition.
there's a lot of, I wouldn't go into a city where you feel like it could go away, because Airbnbs cost more.
Yeah.
I mean, they just cost more. I still think Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is a good market. And if you're going to be on it, like you're going to be all in on that rental and you're willing to build something that really stands out, you can do fine. But it's not where I'm hedging my bets in the future.
Yeah.
I'll say that.